Hello, beautiful souls. Thank you so much for joining me today. The energies are incredibly intense and are shifting and changing like constantly. We can't surrender to current energy or trust it really, because it's shifting and it's changing so fast. So the advice I have straight at the beginning of this recording is just to go with the flow. Go with the flow. Don't even try to figure things out. That will be my advice, because everything is shifting and changing so fast. So I'm going to be kind of addressing and looking into this energetic tsunami, I would say, from astrological and the spiritual really point of view. How am I feeling it? Looking into the current astrological planets, where are they, and what that means for all of us. So really quickly, I would just like to say that we are living through sacred times of deep change, and probably you are all feeling it, yet also very deep remembering. There is this sense of remembrance. The well is thinning. The ancestors are near. Probably you can feel them. They're calling to you as they're calling to me, and the call to unity is growing louder and louder and louder. We can't ignore it anymore. So trust that you are part of something much, much greater than yourself, a vast web of life, past and future and present, all emerging into one, and seen and unseen. Everything is emerging. You are never alone. Remember that you are never alone. You have your ancestors, you have yourself, you have your higher self, your spiritual guides, etc. And we are walking each other home. So do reach out if you need any help, if you need any clarifications, not personally necessarily, even though you can, but also reaching out in a sense of connecting with your divine, and asking for guidance, and ask your divine to actually connect you with right spiritual teachers or right wisdom, or something that you need to hear to help you navigate this sacred journey of remembrance. That's what we are going through right now. It's a sacred journey of remembrance. So I'm just going to recap on 5 points that I have written. So just bear with me, I can't remember everything on top of my head. So the first one is the thinning of the well. The thinning of the well. So what's happening around powerful lunar phases, like for example full moon or eclipses, or during this powerful solstice that we had yesterday, or I don't know where you live, depending what part of the world you are. And we are still very much under this powerful solstice energy, or also or planetary retrogrades. The well between the physical and spiritual world becomes thinner. So what does it mean? It's time when we can connect more easily with our ancestors that are really calling us. I'm seeing them more often during my meditation, and they have this really kind of specific message, even though sometimes the message is like, oh, I don't want to hear it, but they're only going to give you a message that you can deal with. So if the message comes, even if it's triggering, even if whatever it is, just know, stay safe in knowing that you're never going to receive knowledge that you can't process. So you are more easily connected with ancestors, with the guides, and with our higher selves. I want to really kind of highlight our higher selves. Just bear with me 1 second. So intuition is heightened. Dreams are more vivid, and subtle energies are easier to sense. So what I would advise you to practice during this time, don't worry, I know the solstice has been day or two, or 2 days ago. Practice, practice, practice. The portal is open. So lit a candle for your ancestors, say a prayer for them, for yourself, for people that are going to come after you, which is you are coming after yourself. Meditate or journal messages that come through your dreams or through your intuition. Offer gratitude to those who come before you, and all the guys that we are having around ourselves. But what I would like to kind of really kind of pinpoint with this one is the higher self. Higher self is emerging with our current self. So the realities are emerging into one. So what happened to me specifically, and please do share if something similar had happened to you, or if you have kind of experienced something like, you know, wow, you know, profound. So what happened to me is that the other day I looked myself in the mirror, and I'm looking at myself, I'm thinking, who is that person actually looking back at me? And later on, when I removed myself from that situation, it dawned on me, the person who was looking at me was my higher self. It was this person who is so like self-assured of herself. She knows herself fully and completely and accepts herself fully and completely. And there was this energy, this aura of knowing, you know, and I knew that was my higher self. That's where I need to go, that's where I need to be. But we are emerging, so the veil is thinning, the realities are not shifting necessarily, but emerging into one. So if you have experienced something like that, like seeing your future self or experiencing your future self, and it kind of comes and goes, that's what's happening. The realities are merging into one, and it's so beautiful, really, when we see ourselves as this kind of, oh wow, that's where I need to go. And it kind of gives us really also confidence to continue our healing work, to continue this kind of rebirthing process. That's constant. We are constantly rebirthing, constantly growing, constantly expanding. And sometimes it's incredibly uncomfortable. It's painful, you know, at times, as you can imagine. Giving birth to yourself is painful. But once we start understanding that the process is here not to punish us, but to kind of help us emerge as the best version that we can possibly be, so we can be free of fears and illusions. So that's number one. So the veil is thinning, ancestors are communicating. So the second one is, I really need to talk about this a little bit, maybe, you know, like really highlight it, is this strong ancestral presence that we are feeling at the moment. So astrological alignments such as Saturn or Pluto transit that we are experiencing often activate ancestral healing. So you might feel drawn to revisit family stories. You might feel to revisit your past traumas that hasn't been maybe looked at for a while, you know. So it needs to be revisited. Let's see if there's any more learning days, anything else we need to release. So many people actually revisiting those past memories, past emotional feelings, and but it's all normal. Lots of people are going through it. It's absolutely essential for our ascension. So it's a normal process. So don't worry yourself about it. Just surrender and let it pass through you. So breaking generational cycles is very, very highlighted, or understanding of our roots more deeply. So we are more kind of, this wisdom is coming through of us understanding ourselves as not individual beings, but it's part of collective, really, even collective ancestral lines. It's not only our line that's highlighted, but the collective ancestral. We are all one. We are all this kind of breathing, living, re-emerging organism that always wants to grow. So if you have experienced during your meditation, or when you're connecting with nature, this kind of ancestral presence, that's what's happening. So as ancestors are not just behind us, you know, mother, grandmother, father, grandfather, and so on. They walk with us. They walk with us. Even if you don't know who they are, they know us. You see, they know us. The strengths, struggles, and wisdom echoes in our soul. It's like we can feel their vibrations in our souls, in our body. So now is a sacred opportunity. Really, it's a sacred opportunity to heal the past, and to carry forward only ancestral blessings, support, guide, and to live and heal the trauma behind. So I would advise to create a small ancestral altar, you know, or simply simply you can speak the names if you know the names. If you don't know the names, you can call them just ancestors. So you're speaking to them as in remembrance. You can go in nature. Nature is beautiful for us to connect with our ancestors. So healing yourself also heals your lineage, really. So third one is, energetically, you're going to be experiencing a profound feeling of oneness and unity consciousness rising within you, and also you'll be noticing it collectively as well. So what is happening? So many current planetary transits, like Neptune in Pisces at the moment, or Uranus in Taurus, are encouraging awakening to unity, compassion, and collective responsibility. There is a growing spiritual pull towards seeing ourselves as part of a greater whole, not separate. This separate illusion that we had for centuries is that construct is uh, deconstructing itself. And this divine feminine that wants to be seen, that wants to be heard, is bringing this profound feelings of unity and oneness with everything there is. The energy is calling us to rise above fear, rise above ego, and rise above division and separation, and to remember that we are all interconnected. What affects one affects all of us. What you give into world is always there. It can't be removed. So if you give, let's say, if you're throwing love into this world, it has this ripple effect, and it stays as love, and it grows and it grows and it grows. But if you throw in, let's say, fear or thoughts that are not really loving, that grows as well in our pool of consciousness. So be mindful of that. So practice loving kindness meditation, or in Buddhism it's metta. Send peace to those you disagree with, or connect with nature to feel your place in the web of life. So send peace to everything and everyone. Firstly, you start within yourself. First, within yourself, you're sending yourself this peace, love, and joy. You're accepting yourself fully and completely just as you are. You don't always have to be love and light. That's not what these energies want. No, this energy wants us to be real, to experience ourselves as these divine beings and human beings at the same time. This energy wants authenticity. This energy wants us to know ourselves fully and completely, and with that, to know everything that's around us, and to feel, not really realize on a mental level, thinking level, because we can't realize it on the mental level, to feel surrender into that unity. And that's really, really strong in the moment. The fourth one is transformation and rebirthing energies are powerful at this moment. And just before I connected, I pulled my cards, and the cards that popped out from my ancestors as a message at this time to myself and to others is transformation. So transformation and rebirth energy is number 4. So what's happening? So the Pluto, planet of transformation, is actively shifting signs or aspects. We're experiencing collective and personal death and rebirth cycle at this time. So all beliefs, identities, or patterns are falling apart. But for them to fully fall apart, and for us to rebirth ourselves out of this construct, we need to help it a little bit. So we need to actively participate in it. So from spiritual insight, though this can feel intense, and it does feel intense, it's a sacred shedding. It's sacred. It really is sacred shedding, like a snake releasing its skin. This is a time to release what no longer serves our soul's journey. It's time to release with love, with joy, with peace. We are forgiving, we are releasing and releasing and releasing, letting go. So practice can be engage in rituals of release. Write down what you're ready to let go and burn it safely. call in what you are becoming. So for example, you might be saying, I'm releasing this old negative belief that keeps me stuck in, let's say, poverty, for example, and I'm becoming this whole person who knows that it's worthy of abundance, for example. And a really good time for it, we are having new moon in Cancer coming, so in a couple of days time. So this whole energetic field we have dropped in at the moment, it's like this void of this gentle nurturing rebirthing process for all. So embrace it and help yourself shed. Don't hold on to it. You don't need it. Just shed it and shed it and shed it and just surrender with trust, really. So fifth one is return to simplicity, return to Mother Earth and to inner truth. So earth sign energy like Taurus and Virgo transits that we're experiencing is bringing us back to our body, is asking for groundiness. It's asking us to land, like to land in a body, but not only to land in a body, to land in the land, to melt ourselves into this beautiful Mother Earth and to allow her to hold us and to ground ourselves into this present moment, to shift our way of thinking and being from past, future to this present moment, to unite everything in this present moment, and encourage us grounding, patience, and deep, 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 deep presence that's really kind of felt really strongly. So from spiritual insight, we are reconnecting with the earth. We remember our shared humanity. We remember the divine feminine. We remember earth as a living, breathing organism that we are part of. We are not separated from earth. We are not separated from nature, animals, or any plants. We are all part of it. So we are remembering our shared humanity and humble place in this web of creation, humble place in this web of creation. We are not above the creation. So this supports our healing, not only of ourselves, but of the collective, of the earth, and out into the cosmos and consciousness. So it's really beautiful. So practice that I would recommend. I've done it today. Walk barefoot on the earth. Connect, stand on this beautiful earth, let it hold you, let it hold your energy. Cook with intention, with love. Be present when you're baking that bread. Just kind of infuse it with love and joy and peace, and then just indulge in it. Indulge that love. Let it sink into your body, or spend time in silence. There's no silence, obviously, because there's always sounds. But what I mean by that is silence is stillness, when you are just sitting with yourself. You're just sitting with yourself without doing anything. You're just sitting, you're breathing, you're connected with your breath, and you're just there. So, and listen to the rhythms of nature. Listen to the symphony that this Mother Earth, that cosmos is constantly playing within us, through us, all around us. And before I close down, I would just like to mention what I have written down, just a little quick touch on physical symptoms that you might be feeling at this moment. It's a sleep disturbance. So some days you might be experiencing, you're sleeping for 3 hours and you feel fantastic, and then the next night you're sleeping for 11 hours and it's like, oh my gosh, I'm so tired, or something like that. You might be experiencing increasing thirst, like you need to drink lots of water. Remember that water is connecting all of us, the Mother Earth, every single human being, every animal, every plant, and it's replenishing us. It's a cleansing, and that's what's happening. It's like this cleansing energies that we are experiencing in the moment. Increasing headaches, you might be experiencing headache, maybe even migraine, nausea, like you need to be sick, like you need to be like you need to release some stuck energy from your body in that way, but actually really being physically actually sick. And also you might be experiencing confusion at times, obviously, because everything is changing so fast. You might be feeling strong, this feeling of expansion, as if your body is like ginormous and tall and big and wide. Deep love, you might be experiencing deep love and connectedness to all there is, so you'll be going from confusion to kind of this deep love and unity and oneness with nature, connectedness, highlighted emotions, mood swings, and then from mood swings you're dipping into suddenly to this deep peaceful, like bliss, so it's that kind of energy, but it's absolutely normal. It's sacred shedding of the old body, sacred shedding of the old energetic body, so we can embody this new light cause, new light body, new light energies that are coming down. And thank goodness for that. Thank you so much, and thank you so much for joining me. If you like this video, if it was helpful, I would ask you please to like and subscribe so the channel can grow and I can channel these divine beautiful messages to as many people as it's possible at this time. I will leave you with that, and I wish you all the best. Namaste.